Hi everybody, welcome to another week of Meals on the Seesaw, and we're starting out the week this week with some jerk chicken. So this just used one of the little pouches of jerk marinade and seasoning, poured it over some chicken thigh fillets, let them sit for about 20 minutes and then just pop them in the oven for half an hour. While they were cooking, I cooked up some chips in the actor fryer, and then we've got some baked beans. I was going to have vegetables and I was going to have salad, and I just settled for baked beans for quick, simple and easy. So I might have a little bit of, actually I've got some chopped romaine in the fridge, I might have a little bit of that on the side as well. But that is our Monday night supper. Hi everybody, so it's Tuesday night and tonight we've got spaghetti casserole. So I've just pulled that aside so you can see it under there. It's a bit like lasagna but much quicker and simpler. So I just made a basic bolognese sauce, and today I really did just use the mince and a jar of store-bought pasta sauce, bolognese sauce, and just mixed that all together. Cooked it until the mince was brown and then added the sauce in and let it bubble away just for a few minutes while I cooked some of the quick cooking pasta. So this is the really thin spaghetti. And then I put half of the meat sauce in the bottom of the casserole. I put a layer of the spaghetti, so half of the spaghetti, and then I took a can of condensed mushroom soup and a small carton of sour cream and mixed those two things together. So I think it's about 250ml carton of sour cream. It's about a cup. Mix those two together and put half of that over the top of the spaghetti. And then I sprinkled a good handful of cheddar cheese over the top of that. And then I just repeated the layers again. So 2 lots of the layers: meat, pasta, the mushroom soup mix and cheese. And then put foil over the top of the pan, popped it in a 180 oven for about 25 minutes, took the foil off and let it cook for about another 10 minutes just to make the cheese all nice and bubbly on the top. So sort of a variation on lasagna. Quite child friendly, this one. There's not anything in there. You can add whatever vegetables you want to it, but you've got your pasta sauce, so you've got plenty of tomato in there anyway. You could have it with salad on the side or some vegetables on the side. But a really quick and simple, doesn't take us quite as much faffing as a lasagna does to make, and you can have all the pieces ready quite quickly. You don't really need to cook it for the full 25 to 30 minutes. That was how long I had, kind of just getting ready to get changed after work and checking with Caleb, and we had a Zoom call with the potential secondary school for him next year tonight. So just got a chance to do all of those things while it was in the oven, and then just took the foil off for the last kind of 10-15 minutes. But I hope you would give this one a try because it's a little bit of a variation, family friendly and really tasty. It's a spaghetti casserole for a Tuesday night. Hi everybody, so it's Wednesday evening and tonight I've got a super simple, speedy baked salmon and noodles. So you just get some egg noodles, cook them for 3 to 4 minutes until they're just cooked. You put them onto the base of a foil packet, so just create a packet of foil, or you could use greaseproof paper if you wanted to use that instead. On the top of it, put some pieces of salmon fillet. So these are just the little salmon fillets, obviously nowhere near the size of the ones I had the other week from the fish counter. These are just packaged salmon fillets. So put those on top. I sprinkled on some spring onions chopped up and a red chilli sliced up. And then I combined 200ml of chicken stock with a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. You could also use white wine vinegar, and a teaspoon of sesame oil. Poured that over, sealed up the packet. I put it in a 170 fan oven for about 10 minutes. And then I just opened up the packet and just popped it under the grill and just cooked it for about another 5 minutes so that the top of the salmon was nicely cooked. And I've just got that with a little bit of extra. Now this was a pack of frozen stir-fried vegetables, but it's actually more like shredded vegetables, so it's little tiny pieces, but that's fine. So again, this is a 20-25 minute meal from start to finish, ideal for a busy weeknight, but actually really tasty and something just a little bit different from pan-fried salmon with, a stir-fry or with some potatoes and vegetables. So off to enjoy this on a Wednesday night. Hi everybody, it's Thursday evening and tonight we've got a variation on bangers and mash. We've got sausages with sweet potato mash and some steamed green beans and broccoli with onion gravy. So these are just Tesco Finest Cumberland sausages. I cooked them in the pan for a few minutes until they were nicely browned. And then I took them out of the pan, popped in a sliced onion and let that go nice and soft and caramelized. And then I added a tablespoon of whole grain mustard to the pan and a good splash, and by a splash I mean probably about 150 mils of white wine. Just let that all cook together just until the wine had sort of evaporated off. And then added about 350 mils of stock or gravy. I used gravy. You could just use stock. You might want to thicken it a bit if you use just stock, but I just used some gravy granules and made up some gravy. Pop the sausages back in and let it cook through for about another 10 to 15 minutes until the sausages are cooked through. Sweet potatoes are just chunks of sweet potato boiled for 15 minutes and mashed simply with some butter, salt and pepper, and then the steamed vegetables. So that is our Thursday night supper. Hi everybody, so it's Friday night takeaway, and tonight I'm going back to that dish that I kind of created and put together after, I think it was in either July or August, when we were talking about different fast foods and things that we missed from the States, and I got a craving for these mashed potato chicken balls that we used to get at KFC. So I've recreated that again tonight. It was so yummy last time, I just had to make it again. So in the bottom is a layer of mashed potato. I've just made regular mashed potatoes, but I have mixed them with a combination of butter, a little bit of sour cream, milk and ground pepper. So the sour cream gives it more of an American-y style taste, but you do want to make them really creamy mashed potatoes, so you want to give them really good. I put a little bit more butter than usual and a little bit more milk than usual to get that. Then on top of the mashed potato you put a layer of corn. I've just used canned sweet corn, you could use frozen corn. Then a layer of grated cheese, and then you want to put chicken on the top. Now you can either put some pieces of just chicken breast, like ready cooked up, that you've cooked already, chicken breast on the top if you wanted to keep it healthier, but this is not a healthy kind of dinner. So if you're looking for healthy, I think probably not this recipe, but if you're looking for kid-friendly, tasty, yummy comfort food, which the weather's turned, it's windy, it's cold, it's been raining today, autumn is here, so this is a perfect dish. So I've used the chicken dippers. I think I've used 24 out of a pack of 36, but you could use chicken goujons or something like that. Then you just want to put it in the oven for the time and temperature that the chicken is supposed to cook at. So instead of it being on a baking tray, it's on a layer of potatoes and corn and cheese. And we're going to serve that with chicken gravy and baked beans. So that is our Friday night fakeaway. Hi everybody, so it's Saturday evening and tonight we're having good old-fashioned spaghetti bolognese. This is just a basic bolognese mix, so some carrot and onion cooked in a little bit of olive oil for about 5 minutes. I added some garlic, about a tablespoon of tomato puree, just let that all combine together. Then added a package of mince. I've used turkey mince as we always do, but you can use any mince for spag bol. Let that brown, and then I added a can of chopped tomatoes, about 200 mils of beef stock, and some herbs. So I used some mixed herbs, a little bit extra basil, and some celery salt, which I always add to spag bol. And then just got that with thin pasta, thin spaghetti, and we've got some of the garlic and cheese flatbread from Tesco, the fresh one that's in the kind of chilled counter. So we've got one of those to share between us. So that is mine. Caleb's has got some cheese on the top, which I will be adding to mine shortly. And under there, I always just sprinkle a little bit of breadcrumbs over the top, like crispy dry breadcrumbs on the top of spaghetti bolognese. It just gives it a really nice crunch. So that's underneath the cheese. So that is our Saturday night spag bol supper. Hi everybody, so it's Sunday evening and tonight we've got chicken Kiev. So these are just the Tesco chilled chicken Kievs, and we've got some baby potatoes that I just halved and popped in the active fryer, so they've gone nice and crispy. Then we've got steamed broccoli with some frozen peas. Well, they're not still frozen, obviously they're steamed with the broccoli. We've got broccoli and peas to go with it. So that is our Sunday night dinner. Thank you for joining us for another week of Meals on the Seesaw, and we look forward to seeing you back here soon.